Kids and cadets, what's happening? Welcome back to Tommy Time. What I'm doing today is working on this 2013 Craftsman 675. I had gotten this in a group of 4 for 50. I had just done an initial video on the Bolins that I rectified. I've got this one advertised for sale. This 20-inch baby cut. I did the wheel adjustment on this, cleaned the carb, and put this one together. This was an easy one. I went with a low-hanging fruit in that deal. I also got this yard machine, 675. Deal with this is it's got the broken spring and the recoil. I'm going to tackle that next. Last but not least, I gave $20 for this. Scrapper said he had it running, the Craftsman M350. He said it had a miss in it. So I'm going to try to go through it and see what he overlooked, or maybe it's got catastrophic damage. He did say he checked the keyway. Keyway was not sheared, so I'm not sure what the deal with this thing is. An erratic coil maybe. So I spent some time on this thing today. We actually got this thing running. This thing had a broken safety brake cable, but we vice gripped the linkage to get it to start, and it did run. I went through the carburetor and the tank, kind of degreased it, took off the belt cover here. We got to put that back on. Blew out all the grass. It had the self-propelled writing. I kind of took black spray paint and painted over all that scratched up sticker. Kind of made it look a little better. Degreased it twice, first the engine, and then I came back and did the deck a second time. So I'll show you what the beauty ring on this thing looked like. There was no sticker on it, but the sticker here says 675 on the recoil. 675 series, it says there. So that's all we had on this, was basically nothing. So that's got to go back on. We got to put a filter on it. So I kind of wasted some time today. I mentioned before that I like to have parts ready to go. What I did is got rid of the whole cable assembly here. This double cable setup. This is actually from another Craftsman I had saved. And the safety brake on the double system has a round hole instead of the Z-bend. So I just put a bolt through here. I had spent about an hour going through my cables trying to find the one with the right cable length, and couldn't come up with anything. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Here's the let me put you back in the stand. We'll change your bird's eye view. That way I can reach everything on my tailgate while I'm discussing this important information. So this is the assembly that came off of it. The cables were all rusty and not moving. The one that's on it, I didn't break it, but somebody broke it off here and removed the Z-bend, which would go to the drive system. The safety brake bail bar accepts this round thing. What they actually do is thread this through here, and this Z-bend goes into the bail. So since I didn't have the Z-bend, I just nut and bolted it up there. So that's what this end looks like. Basically, I wanted to eliminate the bag holder, which I believe is what this thing does, holds the bag in place. So it's got the double cable, and this would go to your linkage for the safety brake right there. So I've probably got 50 different cables in stock, all various lengths. So this was the shortest throw that I had, and what I mean by throw is the length of the cable right here. I needed something a little shorter, maybe that short, in order to get this thing to work, and I didn't have it. So you'll find these cables have all kinds of different lengths on the conduit and all different lengths on the cable itself. I'll give you an example here. Two of these are the same, and then one is much longer. So the longer one, this would sit halfway down the handle. When you have this much cable, usually the mounting point's way down in the middle of the handle. When you have a short throw like this is way up near the top of the handle, near the bail bar. So you can also research, and I didn't have time to do it, you can actually measure the length of the cable, and also you can measure the length of the conduit from tip to tip, the brake side and then the handle side. You measure this, and then you can measure this cable length. So I'm going to try to find a cable for future use that I can buy when I'm replacing this crappy double cable system like this. I just want to be able to grab a cable, throw it on, and have it the right throw. You can see here what the throw is on this one that fits, normally fits. It's a short throw here. So I'm going to take measurements of this cable here and try to match something up on the internet. So as you recall, when I first started this thing, I got two pulls out of it and the handle broke off. So I put another handle and rope on this thing. That was something I did. I touched up the blade. I was just able to turn this over and touched it up in place. It wasn't too bad. I greased up the front wheels, like I said, got rid of all the buildup here. So let me go ahead and put the belt guard on. We'll do that. I've got fuel nearby. I changed the oil. So this thing's ready to start. Like I said in one of the other couple videos recently, I have a lot of pushers. People have been asking me for self-propelled. So I want to get this thing up and running and put it up for sale. It seems no matter what I do, if I have more self-propelled, people are buying up all the standard pushers. I never seem to have an equal balance of mowers. So I even get people message me on the standard pushers, which I list as push, and they say, oh, is it self-propelled? People don't read. They just look at the picture, message me. I leave a good description of what I did to the machine, what blade size it is, etc., etc. People are lazy. So let's finish putting this thing together. I guess there's just one attachment point there for the cover. So basically that's all I've done to this thing. Oiled up the adjusters here so they could move freely. Cleaned up the wheels. The biggest thing was trying to search out that cable, and I ended up just giving up, and I thought, well, maybe I can just nut and bolt that cable to the bail bar and get away with it like that. So that's what I ended up doing. Okay. Hear that banging. They're still doing roof work down the street. It seems like they only show up on Saturdays, but it looks like they've been here a couple days in a row. Maybe they're trying to finish the job. So like I said, it's blazing hot. Today there was no rain showers and no cloud cover, so they're really cooking up there on a hot 10 roof, as they would say. Usually these covers get lost. Sometimes they're metal, sometimes plastic. Lawrence Carroll was asking me about these covers. If it comes with it, I put it back on, but I don't buy these extra, these covers that go over the linkages. So there's 4 or 5 different styles, and it all depends on what the beauty cover has for a detachment point. Sometimes the tabs here are in different locations, so you got to kind of see what you have for this cover in order to figure out what the linkage cover's gotta be. Okay, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Okay, so we got to fuel this thing. I've got the oil halfway up the dipstick where it should be. So I see a landscaping company stopping across the street, so it's going to get noisy here. I'm going to try to get this wrapped up before he starts his mower. It'll be 30 minutes worth of noise here in a minute or two. But this thing ran in the initial video. It was just the brake cable deal. It broke. Harvey, the homeowner, gave up on it. And I'm not going to be, I don't buy the whole assembly here because it's a small fortune. I'm just going to make one cable work. I don't have the bag for it. I don't need the bag release. Okay, so this is automatic choke. I made sure the air vane was moving properly, so all we got to do is pull on it. I think you're in a good position to see. Okay, so mid-afternoon I got to get motivated. I'm going to have a little motivation first. Oh yeah, nothing like black coffee in the middle of the day to keep you bouncing. Okay, I'm going to start it and then engage. I saw nothing out of the ordinary on the wheels. The gears, plastic gears, had a lot of life left in them. Nothing crazy on this. There was some grass buildup on the axle. I took a razor blade and I just cut off all that buildup with the blade. Really, really low on the RPMs. I'm going to turn them up. I'll show you how to do it. I probably shouldn't have put that top cover on. There's a metal tab with a spring attached. Forward to increase RPM. Much better. Much better. You saw the tab was way tilted to the back. I just used some square nose channel locks, move the tab forward. You heard the RPMs increase. I think I'm at a good place with the RPMs. Front wheel drive worked. We're looking good on this thing. So tonight I'll try to do some research because I've run into probably 4 or 5 of these things on the old Craftsmans when they cross my driveway that have been screwed up. So I got to find a replacement for the one with the round, and too bad the engineers didn't crisscross them, put the Z-bend on the safety brake side, and I wouldn't have any issue. Unfortunately, it's on the bag release side. And there goes the zero turn across the street. He's busy going to work. So this one turned out well. The deck isn't cosmetically pleasing. It's got some cuts and scrapes on it. I don't know if I can do anything with it. It's not going to shine. We got some scraped up paint there. So let me give you the model number again. I think my cheat sheet blew off, but we got it. We got the cheat sheet. I'm kicking you in the head. Everything's happening at once. Okay. The Craftsman number 197-37-0412. The engine 126 Mike 02-1525 Frank 1. 675. Built August of 2013. So 10 years ago this month on this Crafty. So I appreciate you coming out, checking out the beautiful machine here. I didn't bring farm animals out. I hope you're not upset. Next time I will. But I want you to tip your waitress and wait staff. That's critical. It's important and it's necessary. And I'm going to have another shot of motivation and tackle maybe the other quantum style machine, the black yard man. Maybe I'll knock that one out. Since I've got experience here a couple hours ago messing with the quantum, I'll keep the trend going. Thanks, and have a nice day.